Alright, what is going on, guys? Baller TV back, and today we are back with our 10th installment of the NBA 2K20 rebuilds. Today we're taking on the Dallas Mavericks. So, the Mavericks, I think, are in a great position for the team that they are trying to mold themselves into for the future. They have their two stars in Luka and Kristaps that they're building around, and now it's just about finding the pieces that fit well with them. So that is what we're going to try to do today. As you can see, I moved Kristaps to power forward instead of center. He went up like 3 or 4 overall points. I always like Kristaps better at the power forward, and then just finding a center like Willie Cauley-Stein. He'll be a short-term answer who can just, play interior defense, rebound the basketball. So that's what we're going to try to do, try to find someone with a high motor, good rebounder, good defensive player next to Kristaps. I want to find a good playmaker at the point guard position that will allow Luka to just... obviously he's going to be able to play make, still he's A-plus playmaking, but I want him to really be able to be our primary scorer. And small forward, we're going to find a 3-and-D type of guy. So that's what I think the Mavericks should do. Looking at the team, I'm keeping Luka, keeping Kristaps, obviously. Seth Curry, we'll see. He's a great three-point shooter, but he's on an $8 million contract, so I'm not sure if I'll keep him or not. Tim Hardaway Jr. will probably let go. I believe he has a player option, maybe? Yeah, he does, so we'll want to get rid of that. Maxi Kleber, definitely going to trade him. Dwight Powell, definitely going to trade him. Jalen Brunson, for sure, going to keep him. Willie Cauley-Stein, we will see. If he accepts that player option, I will not be upset at all. DeLon Wright, we're going to trade. We'll probably trade him. I'd like to keep Boban. I love Boban, but we'll see. Justin Jackson, I'd like to keep. MKG, I will probably not re-sign. And then that is really all of the important players. So that's my plan, guys. We did get to start today to work for today's video, so thankfully I don't have to do the other version of my rebuild. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into the rest of this season. Obviously, this is not the first year. This year does not count. I might show you the playoffs. I don't know yet. So I will either see you guys in the playoffs for this season, or I will see you in the start of our first offseason. Alright, guys, I didn't plan on showing you the playoffs, but we're in the finals right now. Okay, we got beat in 6, but still, we were a finals team in the season that I don't even count as the first season. It was literally just the end of the regular season in real life, so this rebuild shouldn't be too hard, knock on wood, but that's really good. That's really positive to see that we were a finals team in year number 1. Alright, guys, my first trade, I am clearing up $13 million of cap space for this offseason and getting 2 top 3 protected picks from the Detroit Pistons. I had a lot of pretty good offers for these two as a package, but the Pistons are generally pretty bad for the foreseeable future, so these 2 picks can be very, very clutch for us down the road. So I'm going to go ahead and make this trade right here. Alright, guys, so right here I'm going to go ahead and trade away Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber. I just think with their ages and their contracts, I don't see their production matching what I don't like from them. I'm getting Brandon Clark in return. Very solid young backup power forward to Kristaps. Going to be a great player off the bench for the entirety of the video. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to trade Kyle Anderson for a late first-round pick. We have the 20th pick in this draft, but because of the Kristaps trade, we cannot trade it since it's a consecutive pick with the picks we had to trade to get Kristaps and, the Luka Doncic trade. The Mavs have traded a lot of draft capital, so hopefully we can get back into the draft a little bit more with this Kyle Anderson trade if we can find one, and then that would make this trade an extreme win. This trade should not go through here. Ooh. Ah, this hurts. Alright, guys, I'm trading away Boban. I didn't want to do this, but the 14th pick is really nice, and getting a future pick as well. And Boban's on almost a $4 million contract. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Boban, but this trade has to be done. Okay, I'm trying to trade away Justin Jackson and the 14th pick in this draft for the 8th pick. I don't see this trade working. Maybe if I throw in the first pick in the second round. Okay, it did not work. While I have you guys here, can I do it for 9 instead? There we go. So now we have the 9th pick and the 20th pick, and we also cleared up a ton of cap space to pursue some big name free agents. So I really like what we're doing right here. Okay, so the players I wanted at 9 aren't really here, but there are some players I do like. I would just prefer to take them a little bit later and get some else more draft capital in return, I suppose. So trying to trade down to the 11th pick here and get a top 5 protected pick next year. Not sure if this is going to go through. They're really trying to give me Bazinga. I really don't want him. Will this work? Jesus Christ. I don't want him. Will this work? Okay, there we go. Holy crap. We have the 11th pick now and should be a pretty good pick next year as well. The Blazers top 3 protected pick I'm not really too concerned with, so I think this trade will end up working out for us in the long run. Alright guys, I've been spending a lot of time trying to figure out if I wanted RJ Hampton or Killian Hayes. I was hoping one of them would get picked when I traded down. I'm going to go ahead and take RJ Hampton. I've taken Hayes before. I know he's a little bit better. RJ, however, does have a better potential. RJ also is a better perimeter defender. And when you look at Luka Doncic's defense, his perimeter defense is one thing that lacks heavily. And I feel like RJ Hampton will be a good combination with him as he's someone who can play the perimeter defense. And also, if you look at it, Killian Hayes is an offensive threat. That is also what Luka is. So I think a two-way slashing playmaker, that kind of build would be a better fit with Luka instead of the exact same type of player. So I'm taking RJ Hampton here at the 11th pick. Coming into this draft, I wanted to either take a point guard, small forward, or center with all of my picks, all three of them, I guess I should say. I got my point guard with RJ Hampton, and Zeke, I think, is the best center for our fit on the team. He's a good interior scorer. He's a pretty solid post defender, and he's a good enough rebounder next to Kristaps. So he might not be the starter ever, but he should be at least a decent backup, and that is why I'm taking him here at 20. I think this trade right here is a great trade for us. We're getting rid of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s big contract and bringing in a true small forward who is a very good fit, in my opinion, next to Luka and Kristaps. Also getting a second-round pick here. I really like this trade a lot. Alright guys, here's the rotation for the start of year number 1, and I've got to say, for the start of the first season, I really like this team a lot. So obviously, we need to improve our starting point guard and our starting small forward. But when you have Luka, Kristaps, and Anthony Davis in your starting 5, I'd say you're doing pretty well. And then the bench, we have Rodney Hood. For some reason, I don't really understand what's going on down here. Brandon Clark, Seth Curry. I wish Steph Curry, Rodney Hood, RJ Hampton, and then Zeke. So that is our 1 through 10 guys. We got a lot of young guys on the bench down here with Hampton and Zeke, and then hopefully Brandon Clark will develop well. Also, we're giving a lot of minutes to power forwards, but you know Anthony Davis is playing the center for us, so hopefully it'll work out. I think this team can be very good. I hope RJ develops into a starting point guard, but if not, I mean, we'll figure it out, I'm sure. So I'm gonna hop into year 1, guys. We're going to be a playoff team for sure. Hopefully we can make a run at the title in the first season. When I've been doing any kind of trade offers, the Blazers have tried to give me Nassir Little in almost every single one. So I'm going to see if I can't move Rodney Hood's contract for Nassir Little to be a better fit for us as a small forward. Why do you want these two players? Like, what do you get out of this? I mean, that's fine. You can have them. I just don't understand. So now we have Nassir Little. I need to make a few more trades, but as you can see, we're 38 and 12. I'm just kind of patching some things up right here. Our team's doing great. To end year number 1, I think we get our first MVP of the entire series. Luka Doncic often wins it, and he does once again win it, averaging damn near a triple-double. LaMelo Ball is your rookie of the year. Would have loved to have him, but we got his other Australia buddy, so I like where we're at. 6-man Schroeder. Defensive Player of the Year is Kawhi. Most Improved Tony Bradley. Interesting. And then our coach wins Coach of the Year as we go 64 and 18 in year number 1, man. In year number 1, this is just beautiful. There is Luka on All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team. There's Anthony Davis, and then nobody on the third team. There's Anthony Davis and all defensive first team. Rookie teams. Do we have anybody? There is RJ Hampton. Beautiful. I almost took Vernon Carey Jr. Looks like I should have done that. Oh well, you live and you learn. So we are the top seed, obviously, as we had Coach of the Year. That's usually the best record in NBA2K. Taking on Anthony Davis's old team, the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's our starting 5. Apparently it is now Brunson, Luka 99 overall. Awesome. Kevin Porter Jr., Kristaps, and then Anthony Davis. All 3 of our stars are hot, so you love to see that. Then the bench, Brandon Clark's playing starters minutes, Seth Curry, Nas Little, RJ, and then Zeke. So I like what we've got, man. I like our team. I think we're going to have a very successful run, knock on wood. I'll show you the stats real quick. You obviously saw Luka's stats just a second ago. Averaged basically a triple-double. Once again, I show you playoff stats. I apologize to do that every single time. There's Luka's numbers, awesome. Anthony Davis's numbers, 1 point per game less. Actually, a rebound per game less, very interesting. 2 blocks per game. Kristaps had almost 2 blocks per game. 9 rebounds. 3 guys averaging 9 rebounds, and 2 guys averaging basically 2 blocks a game. Awesome to see for sure. Kristaps averaged 20 points as well, so we had 3 20-point per game scorers. These numbers are just beautiful, man. Make me want to tear up. And then here is the role players' numbers. They also were very efficient, so very solid year. Pelicans, who do they have? I'm sure they have Zion, you bet. Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Drew Holiday, Jackson Hayes, Chris Boucher, Josh Hart, JJ Redick, Nicola Melli. So basically the same team. They added a few players, but for the most part, this team is about exactly the same. Tough first round matchup, but I do think we should win this series. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to them. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. And we win in 5. Beautiful. And now we're taking on... So we had the first pick of the 2019 NBA draft, and now we have the second pick taking on Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. So... obviously have Ja Morant. He's only an 88 right now, but he'll be at 95 by year 3. There is Triple J right there, Jonas Valanciunas, Dylan Brooks, Maxi Kleber, Justice Winslow, Shake Milton, D'Anthony Melton, and then here's the rest of the team. So I like our odds against these guys as well, but you can never look past these teams, these young teams with lots of stars on them. So we're up 2-0, we go up 3-0, and we do in fact sweep, taking on the Clippers in the conference finals. So the Clippers, we know they have Kawhi. They still should have Paul George. Yes, they do. There is Montrezl Harrell, Zubac, Patrick Beverley, Lou Williams, Landry Shamet, Terrence Mann, and then here is the rest of the team. So definitely the best team as far as talent we've played so far, but we played some decent teams, so hopefully we can win this one as well. They take game 1 and game 2. We take game 3. They get game 4. And we get beaten 5. Wow. After winning 64 games in year number 1, we lose in 5. So we've had a pretty successful run so far. In the end of the regular season, we went to the finals. And then in year number 1, we went to the conference finals and lost to the NBA champion. So that's not too bad. Our back-to-back eliminations have been to the NBA champion. So hopefully next year we can get over the hump, develop a little bit more. I probably won't make too many crazy changes, but you never know what's going to happen. So I'm going to hop into the offseason, guys. I will see you there. Okay, right here I'm trading away this power forward IG league and the 10th pick maybe for, I believe this is 6. I'm hoping this goes through. I'm not counting on it. It does. So we have the 6th pick and the 21st pick. I really like to get the number 1 pick and take Cade Cunningham. I'm not counting on that, but I think that would be an awesome addition to the team. So that's what I'm going to work on right here. This trade probably won't go through, and I'm trying to trade away 6, 21, and Zeke for the 2nd pick, I believe. Okay, so I can't get the 1st pick because the Lakers have it and they can't trade it. How about 3? Perfect. So now we have the 3rd pick. I'm hoping if Cade Cunningham gets taken, I can do a package and maybe trade up and get him, but I'm not going to count on it. So I'm going to hop into the draft now, guys, and we'll see who I'm taking in 1 sec. Alright, I'm trading away 3 and a pick next year. If they take this, that would be awesome. Didn't expect them to. I'm liquefying all the assets right here, man. Take everybody. Cade Cunningham would be... Wait. I'm just trying to play Seth Curry. I don't even want Seth Curry on the team anymore. I'm trying to go for big name free agents. Okay, that did not work. That's fine. That did not work either. That worked. Okay, now we have our point guard of the future, and RJ Hampton's going to be leading the bench as well. We're just trying to stack stars, man. If I couldn't win with the team last year, screw it, give me a better team this year. Alright guys, here's the rotation for the start of year number 2. Only thing that really changed in the starting 5 is Gordon Hayward is here now. He was the best small forward that I could afford. I didn't upgrade that position desperately in my opinion, just in the starting 5. I liked what we had, but I wanted to just improve it. So Gordon Hayward, I think, will fit very well in our 7 seconds offense. RJ is currently starting, but Cade Cunningham probably will take his spot halfway through the season. Then off the bench, you can see it's pretty much the same team. I moved Brunson to shooting guard. He actually went up a couple overall points. Nas Little is still here. And then I went ahead and traded away Kevin Porter Jr. for Vernon Carey Jr. because I needed the backup center who was young and could develop behind Anthony Davis. So this is the team, guys, 1 through 10. I really like it a lot. I think we definitely improved from last season. Hopefully that'll show up in the win category. I'm going to start simulating now, and I'll see you at the end of the season. All right, to end year 2, the toss-up between Luka and Giannis goes to Giannis for MVP. It's almost always one of those two. Bol is Rookie of the Year and Sixth Man of the Year. Anthony Davis on our team wins Defensive Player of the Year. Tyrese Halliburton wins Most Improved, and our coach wins Coach of the Year once again, as we regress by 1 game, but still, 67 wins, it's pretty solid for sure. So there is Luka on the All-NBA first team again. No Anthony Davis on the second team, but there he is on the third team and the defensive first team. And then there is Cade Cunningham on the All-Rookie first team. So, like I said, we did regress by a game, but we were still the best team by as far as record goes in the NBA. So let me reset the rotation real fast. We're not starting Brandon Clark. No, we're starting Kristaps Porzingis. I do not care what anybody says. So here are our stats for the season. Again, Luka had basically triple-double numbers. He actually improved his stats almost. I'm surprised that he did not win MVP, but Giannis' stats were amazing. Everyone's points per game regressed a little bit, but we did add guys like Gordon Hayward and Cade Cunningham to take away some shots from other players. So everyone's stats are still pretty good, though, for the most part. Here's everybody. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 10-point per game scorers. So if one guy is not going, this team has pretty good odds to get someone else going. We're taking on the Timberwolves in the first round, I believe. They have Karl-Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, Obi Toppin. They usually would get him or Anthony Edwards in the first season, so I'm glad they got him, not Anthony Edwards. No disrespect to him, but Anthony Edwards is a beast. Jabari Parker, Luke Kennard, Tony Bradley, Jarrett Culver, and then, Aaron Baines, man. Gotta watch out for Aaron Baines. Theo's a beast as well, and then here's the rest of that team. So they definitely have a pretty deep roster, but I don't think they can hang with us, knock on wood. So we'll see. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And we get a clean sweep. All right, awesome. And we're taking on the Trailblazers in round number 2. So as soon as round 1's over, which it is now, I will show you who the Trailblazers have. They have Damian Lillard, Yusuf Nurkic. I'm not sure why I can't say words right now. Sorry about that. Spencer Dinwiddie, Jonathan Kuminga, Willie Hernangomez, Rodney Hood, Keldon Johnson. And then here is, they still have Melo. I kind of hope they beat us. Actually, I want Melo to get a ring, but maybe not this year. Maybe he can wait one more. So here we go. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And another clean sweep onto the conference finals. And we're taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. So the 1 and the 2 seed advance to the conference finals for both conferences. So let's see who these Thunder have. They still have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They have John Wall now, so I'm assuming they traded Chris Paul to the Wizards. Let's just go ahead and check that real quick. Yes, they did. So honestly, that's not a bad trade for them, really. I mean, I don't like having John Wall on my team, but he's definitely has more of an upside than CP3 and 2K. Steve Adams still, Norman Powell, Evan Mobley, Josh Hart, TJ Leaf, and then here is the rest of the squad. So pretty tough team for sure. I think the Clippers were better in last year's conference finals, but I'm not trying to count these guys out. So game 1 goes to us, and game 2, and game 3, another clean sweep. And we're taking on Giannis Antetokounmpo, the MVP, and the Milwaukee Bucks. So they have Giannis, obviously, like I just said, Chris Middleton, Eric Bledsoe, Dante DiVincenzo, what was his name and nickname in the Final Four? Maybe like the Human Torch or something. I can't remember exactly. Kevin Porter Jr. is there. Obviously, we traded them there. Rondé, DeLon Wright, Zaire Smith, Jalen Smith, and then here's the rest of the roster. So, I mean, this team is definitely good. I'm happy they are only this good, though. They could make this team a lot better, but I am not counting them out whatsoever because I do know they're a very tough team. So here we go. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to them. Game 4 goes to them. Game 5 goes to us. And we win in 6. Let's go. The championship streak continues as the Dallas Mavericks are your finals champions. And Anthony Davis is your finals MVP. Alright guys, I know I don't usually do this, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up after only 2 seasons. I usually go a third season, but I think this video is really long. I feel like I've been recording for a while now. I could be wrong. It could be under 20 minutes and I could look dumb. But I feel like I've been recording forever, so I'm going to go ahead and call this video after 2 seasons. With the roster we have, we're going to retain Luka, AD, Kristaps, Brandon Clark. Really, I think we would retain every single person who played last year. So it's pretty safe to say we would definitely repeat as champions. I do think this team would definitely 2-peat. So I apologize to any Mavericks fans watching, but I'm not going a third season. I just don't really have time. I don't want to waste your time either. So that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the rebuilds, please like this rebuild. Tell your friends, hey, come watch Baller TV's rebuild, man. This guy knows what he's doing. I would appreciate it so much. Subscribe. That would help out a lot. I'm really trying to grind these videos out. I always take, a month or so and just record nonstop, and I always take a month off, and I'm trying to quit doing that. I'm trying to just grind out all summer long. So help me do that. Subscribe and show me you want to see these videos. Other than that, guys, that's all I got for you. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.